Hey guys, it's me, Karina. So I'm doing a video for those of you who didn't get to do the art project, the Octopus art project with me earlier, or if you just weren't able to log in and see it or actually do it while I was doing it. This is a video so you can do it on your own time. You can just do it as your own pace and follow along with your parent or staff as well. So to this one today, we're going to be making the octopus. Since we had a little lesson on them as well, you can watch this video and fill out the worksheet. You don't have to do the art project. You can just follow along and fill out the worksheet that we did as well with the project. So I'm going to show you guys the materials that we need to make our little octopus here. First material we're going to need is have a empty cardboard toilet paper roll here. If you guys get a chance to have an empty one, save it, don't throw it away. You can also use one from the napkins. They have the really tall napkins. You can just cut it in half and then use that little small part as well. The next thing we need is tape or glue. So either one, you don't have to have both. And that's for our googly eyes. So you actually don't need either one if you want to go with the other route. So I just bought the googly eyes at the dollar store. And if you don't have to, if you don't want to, you can just use a regular marker, colored or just in black, what you guys have, and we can use those to color in. So if you guys decide to go with the marker, you don't necessarily need these three items for there. So the next thing I got was paint and some paint brushes. So I got those at the dollar store as well. You don't necessarily need paint. If you don't have paint, you can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use color pencils, what you have to color it in. And that's if you would like to color it in. You don't have to as well. That's optional. So I use paint and it can be any color. Same thing with markers or crayons. Any color you guys want. It doesn't have to be a specific one. We'll also need some scissors here. So if you guys can ask your staff or your parents to let you use the scissors for this project or help you with the cutting when were you doing this project in the beginning. So just ask staff or parents for those. And lastly, just a paper plate or napkin to pretty much have or do the project on, because as you can see, it gets a little messy and we don't want to get the counter where we're at dirty. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to grab our marker and we are going to draw 8 lines all around our cardboard tube. And basically I just do the length of my thumb here, and it doesn't have to be a perfect line, just as long as you draw a line and just as long as you have 8 going all around. We're doing 8 because our octopus have 8 arms. It has it in the name octo. Octo means 8 as well. Alright, so the next step we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your scissors, and if you guys ask your parents or staff to help you cut, or if you can get the scissors to cut, basically you're just gonna cut along the line, just in. You're not going to go all the way in, but just do a small cut right above. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to do after we cut it is we're going to just grab it from the bottom right here and just kind of slightly bend it all over, all around. Don't do it too hard to where you rip it off. You're just going to bend it and fold it just a little bit, each one all around like this if you can. Alright, so the next step is you're going to grab your tape or your glue sticks, whichever one you'd like. I'm using tape, I like it better, and basically you can ask your parents or staff to help you. I'm folding the tape over like this and just kind of sticking it on the back of each googly eye, so I'm going to do that for both. And then I'm just going to go over and put it on the toilet roll. Cardboard roll. Yeah. We're going to do the same thing for the other eye. Just 2 of them. over in the back like that, and then just kind of stick it on here like that. See? If you don't have the googly eyes, you can always just grab a marker and draw it in as well. You're pretty much just drawing a big circle and just coloring it in. You don't have to do it exactly with black marker. You can do it with any colored marker. Just gonna do 2 big circles and another small one inside like this. And if you like, you can always draw the mouth. It's up to you. You can draw a smiley face however you would like. You don't have to do that. It's optional. So grab your paper plates or your napkin and set it up. I'm gonna put mine over here, and then with my paint, or if you guys are using colors, crayons, markers, whichever one you're using, you can go ahead and start coloring in all over except in the eyes and the mouth. I'm gonna go with blue today, and I'm gonna probably do purple or glitter as well. So I'm just gonna do a small bit on the paper plate here itself. Alright, so I chose blue. I did some glitter paint as well, and orange as well. It doesn't really matter whichever color. Octopuses do camouflage and change colors, so you don't have to stick to one color. You can make it as colorful as you want. Some of them are really colorful and have patterns like rings and spots. They have stripes as well. So just make yours however you like it, whichever colors you guys want. Okay, while I paint my octopus, you take your time to paint yours and enjoy the music. So the next thing after I finish pretty much just coloring in the whole thing how I wanted, I did blue, and then I did polka dots of orange and a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you can see it too much. After you let it sit down for a while and let it dry, I just grabbed a small paintbrush and some white paint, and I'm just gonna dip my paintbrush like this, and I am just going to just pretty much press it down. That's it, not too hard, and make a dot. Okay, so I'm just spreading the dots lightly all over the arms, and I'm just doing 2, but you guys can do 2 or more.
how many ever you like, and pretty much these are just representing the little suction cups or suckers that octopus have in the bottom part of their arms. If you've ever seen it, they look like little suction cups. They're used so that they can grip stuff and hold on tighter. If you've ever gone to an aquarium and see how sometimes they're stuck to the wall, the glass wall, they're using their suckers to kind of have that grip on there.
So if you're doing the one with the marker, you just want to grab your marker and just make a circle to here. Once you let it dry, you're just pretty much doing little circles. Once you're done decorating your little octopus, you can just let it sit there and let it dry for a few minutes. And then pretty much you guys are done, and then you've created your own little octopus there.
Alright, now that we're done, we're going to go ahead and wash our hands because our hands have been a little dirty from the paint or markers, and we need to practice our safe hand washing. So remember to rinse first and then use soap. Remember to do it on top of the arms or hands, each hand, in between fingers as well. Make sure to get the middle and your nails as well, anything in between. Fingers as well, make sure you get any paint or any markers or crayons off as well, your thumbs. And let's not forget our wrist as well. And then go ahead and rinse out. And then if you guys remembered how we close the faucet of the sink.
Alright guys, so we're going to be going over the worksheet that I made that goes along with the Octopus art project. So it's called Octopus the Great. So the very first step is you guys are going to go ahead and fill in your name here. And then we can go over question 1. Number 1, an octopus has blank legs. So if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned how many arms or legs an octopus has. The word octo itself means 8, so an octopus has 8 legs. Number 2, does an octopus have bones? So I didn't go over this in the actual art video, but a fun fact about octopus is they don't have actual bones within their body. Most of their body is made of tissue and water to help them be more flexible. I don't know if you guys ever seen videos of octopus actual swimming or just creeping into really small tight places. They're really good at that because of their flexibility and because they don't have that hard bone structure that other animals do. So the answer would be no. Number 3, an octopus lives in desert, ocean, or mountains. So as we all know, or if we know, our octopus is a sea animal. So it would definitely not live in the desert with no water, and I couldn't see an octopus living in the mountains with trees and other types of animals. So it lives in our ocean. Number 4, an octopus has 3 hearts. How many do we have? So if I didn't go over this as well, but another fun fact is that an octopus has 3 hearts. That is a lot, and they're mostly located in the head area. If you guys see an octopus, it pretty much has its head and then has its limbs attached to it. So they don't have an actual full-on body or stomach or as we do, as humans do, but they definitely have hearts, just 2 extra more than we do. And 2 of them are used for pumping blood throughout the body, and another one helps with pumping oxygen as well. So for us humans, we actually only have 1 heart, and that does the whole job for us. Number 5, an octopus is very fast or slow. It's pretty much a tricky question, but if you guys ever seen an octopus crawl around or just move in general, it's not as fast. It's pretty slow. I wouldn't say it's
like super slow motion style, but it definitely takes its time moving around and carrying its whole weight with it. But they are very strong as well. But when an octopus is actually scared, it does jump. It does like a jump, or kind of pushes water away, so it can almost jump and run away as fast as it can. It can actually be very quickly. But like I was saying earlier, in general, the way an octopus moves is rather slow. Alright, so the last activity I have for you guys here is pretty much just tracing over the word octopus, and you guys can try doing it all around the page where there's space, or on your own somewhere else in your notebook or paper. And you guys just want to learn and spell out the word and just familiarize your guys self with it as well. Try it out. Another cool thing you can do up here is I put an octopus. You guys can color in however you like, or you can also draw your own in the back of the worksheet as well. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the octopus lesson.